Today we will talk about the E. coli genomic DNA extraction. The first step is we take the cell culture, we transfer it into a microcentrifuge tube, and we go for the centrifugation. We centrifuge it. We centrifuge our solution at 12,000 rpm for 10 minutes. Thus, after centrifugation, we discard the supernatant and add 600 microliter of lysis buffer. The purpose of addition of lysis buffer is actually to break down the cell so that the cell constituents they will come out. After adding buffer, what we do, we vortex our tube by inverting it, or with the help of a vortex machine we can vortex it. After vortexing, we go for the addition of the 5 microliter of RNAs, which is 1 milligram per milliliter. After adding RNAs, actually the purpose of addition of RNA is in order to degrade the RNA. This RNAs will degrade RNA. After adding RNAs, we go for the incubation at 37 degree for 2 hours. After incubation, what we do, we add 1 volume of phenol chloroform. That's why this method is also known as phenol chloroform based DNA extraction. When we add 1 volume of phenol chloroform, we again mix it by inverting the tube, and then we again go for the centrifugation at 16,000 rpm for 5 minutes. After centrifugation, you can see there will be 4 layers in your tube. The first layer is actually the aqueous phase, and the second is the interphase, the third is organic phase, and the fourth one at the bottom you can see cellular debris. Our DNA, it is present in the aqueous phase, so that's what we do, we separate this aqueous layer into a new tube. We transfer aqueous phase into a new tube, and we again add 1 volume of the chloroform, and then we mix it by inverting our tube. After adding chloroform, we again go and its mixing, we go for the centrifugation at 16,000 rpm for 5 minutes. Then what we do is we actually transfer the after centrifugation, we transfer upper phase to a new tube and discard the and rest we don't need. We transfer this upper phase to a new tube, and then we add 2 volume of the chilled 100% ethanol. You know that DNA is insoluble in ethanol and isopropanol, that's why it will not get dissolved. So after addition of chilled 100% ethanol, we again mix it by inverting it. Now you can see there is you can see your DNA in the tube. It is visible, a bit visible. After addition of ethanol and mixing, what we do, the next thing we do is, let me tell you the next thing that we do. The next thing we do is chilling. We chill our solution at 20 degree, and then we go again for centrifugation. You can see this white thing is actually indicating DNA palette which is present in the tube. We centrifuge at 16,000 rpm for 5 minutes, and again we discard the supernatant, and we can wash our palette with the water. We go for the centrifugation again, and you can see this white thing which is indicating our DNA palette. After centrifugation, you can see only palette is present. Now you can resuspend it in 50 microliter of TE buffer. After resuspending DNA in 50 microliter of TE buffer, we store it. Finally, we store it at -20 degree. And this way, our DNA extraction, genomic DNA extraction of E. coli comes to an end. Thank you for watching my video.